Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I am starting early. I've been up for about, let me see what time. About 2.5 hours already. Bright and early. On the grind early. As you all know, we get started early. So, good morning. Good morning, Rachel. This one is going to be hot and heavy. So if you are very sensitive, do not watch this video. It is definitely not for you. Good morning, everyone. I definitely wanted to make sure that I got started early with a live video. Hey, Spencer. Hey, y'all. Hey. Good morning. Say it back. Don't be rude. If you're catching a replay, say replay. If you're on here live, I would love to hear a good morning from you. Hey, 2-star Jamila, how are you guys? Good morning. Yes, y'all, this one is going to come hot and heavy, okay? So this is not for the sensitive, but it is definitely a topic I needed to do a video on. Hey, Michelle. Hey, guys. I'm always getting messages from people. And so I just want to put it out there in the atmosphere, y'all. This one, you're definitely going to want to like and share. So, yes, hit the like button. I'm being yah now, y'all. Put a heart. Give me a heart. Good morning, guys. Say it back. Say it back. So we are in we're in day 5 of the month, right? And so what I wanted to do is just put it out here about how you can be successful, okay? It doesn't matter who you're connected to. Good morning, good morning. Many of you know who I am, who are friends and connected with me, but I know you guys are sharing this video. I know a lot of you will catch the replay. So those of you who do not know who I am a full-time work from home mom. I was in the oil and gas industry for over 12 years where I earned a 6-figure income selling million-dollar products to billion-dollar corporations and lost my job 2.5 years ago. I decided not to go back to corporate America, and I just wanted to stay home and take care of my husband and my kids. Now I'm earning a 6-figure income doing what I love in the travel industry. I coach and train others on how to build businesses online, how to, really enjoy life and get their time back. And so with that being said, a lot of people know what I do and how I do it. And so I get a lot of messages from people from other companies or from, even within the industry of network marketing. And a lot of times people are complaining about success that they're not getting. And many of the complaints are about their sponsors or their upline. So this is going to be a very responsible message. I want you guys to go ahead and like and share, because there's a lot of people who is going to need this message, you all. A lot of people will need this message. Now, here's the deal. When you are looking to join a business, you cannot join it because of your sponsor. Okay? You can't do that. If you're looking to start a business, that business needs to make sense for you. That business needs to be something that you can see yourself being passionate about. This business needs to be something that you truly can envision yourself being successful. Why do I say that? Y'all, it's so many people out here saying, I only joined because I wanted to help my friend. I only joined because they asked me to, or I felt like they pressured me into doing that. Guys, you're adults. Nobody should be able to pressure you into doing anything. So if you join a business just because of somebody or you felt pressured, guess what? You're not going to be successful. Newsflash, right? But the other side of that, if you join because you see yourself being successful, if you join because you know that this is something that you truly want, the other side of that is you can't blame anyone for you not being successful. Okay, too many people out here in businesses, and they're saying the reason that they're not at a specific level, they're not earning the kind of money that they would like to earn, is because their sponsor or their upline isn't helping them. Now, granted, If you are blessed with a great leader, that leader is going to coach you and train you and give you all the information and knowledge that you need. But y'all, sometimes you're joining people who's also brand new to the industry. They may have some different ideas on how they want to build their business that's totally different from how you want to build yours. And so what you have to stop doing is blaming other people for your lack of success. And what you need to start doing is get out there and do your own research and find ways to help you grow your business. There's some basic things to success. If you research anyone that has been successful in anything, sports, you can find people who's been successful in acting, in Hollywood, in the music world. And something that is very similar to a lot of these stories is the people had to get out here and get it on their own. No one in their circle had the hookup. No one could introduce them to the right person. They just had to get out here and get it. And that's the same thing in network marketing, okay? Network marketing is all about how you separating yourself and how you getting out here and getting what you need to get. So that has nothing to do with your sponsor, right? Sometimes there are so many people that I know in the industry that's running circles around the people that brought them in the business. What you have to do is always be grateful for the person that led you to where you are. But you can never hold them accountable for your success. It's all up to you. Guys, thank you for the love, the likes, the hearts, and all of that. But I hope that this is really a message that will help someone. Because somebody out there is very bitter right now because they feel that their sponsor should have gotten them to the next level, when it's really up to you. Guys, some of you are joining some lazy people, right? That they will never be able to help you. Some of you are joining people that can't help you. They're not equipped to. They don't have your drive. They don't have your ambition. They don't have your experience. And they definitely don't have your goals. And it's your sponsor. It could be your upline, right? But get this. That doesn't mean that you have to be stuck where you are. Go out there and find you a mentor. I have so many mentors that I have never met. Right? They don't even know who I am. But I'm on their YouTube channels. I'm reading their books. And guess what? I then go out and get it. So that's what you all have to do. Serious. Thank you. I'm glad that this is helping somebody. If it's helping you, say, yes, this is helping me. This is real talk. You need to write out your goals, write out what you want to do to build your business, and go out and develop your skill set. Some people want to build a business online, okay? They want to. Some people have to build a business online. I was in a position to where I had to build a business online. When I first got started in network marketing, I was working a full-time job that required me to travel 85% of the time. That meant I was gone from my home, from my children, 85% of the time. I was literally living out of airplanes and hotel rooms, okay? I had to build my business online, right? Not to say that I did it 100% online, but I had to find out how are people who are like me, have limited time, who have to build a part-time business, connecting and making money. Like, I know everyone is not building this business the same. So I had to go out and find people who were like me, right? And get this, y'all, there's some people out there that have small children that are taking care of their elderly parents. I have several baby boomers on the team that are caregivers for their families or for their parents, right? I have people who are like me with small children and they can't just get up and get out. They can't afford the child care or the travel nannies and all this other stuff. So they have to figure out how to build that business. There's somebody out there that's doing it already. Find that person and find out what they're doing. Right? And then you go out and you do more of what works. So if you have ever done anything and you were successful a little bit, all you have to do is keep doing what you're doing, but do more of it. If you made a phone call and after that phone call, someone joined your business, now do 20 calls like that, right? 50 calls like that, 100 calls like that. Do more of what works. Most of the time, people get burned out Why? Because they stop believing in what works. How can you get burned out on what's helping you make money? It's impossible, right? I get fired up and motivated every single day. You have to find what motivates you. What motivates me is my dream home and my bank account. I always said that I would have $1 million in my savings account. I'm not even close to that. So I grind like I am at $0 in my bank account. Why? Because I'm really not close to my goal. So you have to find what's going to drive you. And again, that's not your sponsor or your upline, right? It doesn't matter. Too many people are emotional in their business and it's blocking your blessings, right? Period. You are emotional in your business and you're blocking your blessings. You're finding all the things that's wrong with your sponsor instead of finding all the things that you can do to grow your business. Okay? Point blank and period. Some people are saying my sponsor don't call me enough. They don't check on me enough. Guys, when we work in corporate America, your boss not calling you, right? They're not checking on you. They're not watching over your shoulder. And if they are, it's because they have to, because you're not doing what you need to do on your own. Okay? If you're working a job and your boss is always over your shoulder, it's because they don't believe you can do what you need to do on your own. Be self-sufficient, even in your business. See, the trick and to where I got to where I am, being able to earn a 6-figure income working for myself, is because in my mind, I still have a boss. My boss is Travel Queen. That's my alter ego, y'all. If you have a business, name your business and work for that business the way you work for a job. I never needed a boss to look over my shoulder because not only did I do what I was supposed to do, I did above and beyond my call of duty. Not only did I show up without them having to ask me to, I would show up early. So for my business, I do the exact same thing. Because you are in business for yourself, guys, doesn't mean that you be irresponsible with your business, right? If you're working a job and you're working with coworkers, you're not going to blame your coworkers for what's not happening with what's going on your desk. Why? Because when it's time for you to go through that performance evaluation, you're not being asked about your colleagues. You're being asked about work that you are doing. So you have to work for yourself the way you work for your job, period. Holidays, you work for yourself, right? If you're sick, you're not feeling well, you're not your best, you may not perform at 100%, but you still show up to work. So you still got to show up for your business. Too many people are making too many excuses, and guess what? You're lacking in your income because of it. That's no one's fault but your own, okay? No one's fault but your own. If someone don't believe in what you're doing, it doesn't matter what they believe in. It doesn't matter if they support it or not. Stand by what you believe. Understand that you will get to where you believe you're headed, but you have to think it. You have to know it. You have to understand it, and you have to grind to get it. Okay? Period. Always respect your sponsor. Always respect your upline, because people are people. In network marketing, you know, I get a lot of people, I hear people say, I'm in business, but I really don't like people. Well, then you need to get out of the network marketing business, because it's all about networking with people, building people, helping people. And if you don't like people, network marketing is not for you, right? I can't stand when people tell me that I'm in a business, but I really don't like people. How can you be successful? And I tell them straight up, you won't be, because it's all about people, y'all. Period. You don't like people. If you can't stand people, whatever, you know, reasons that you're saying you can't be successful because of you don't like people, get out of a people business. Go do business with dogs or computers or something. I don't know. But you can't be in a people or relationship-based business and not like people, okay? Another thing, start speaking life into those things that you lack. So a lot of people say, well, I'm not good at, I can't do, man, I wish, you know, that's just putting more energy so that you can continue to not be good at those things. One thing, when I got started in the industry of network marketing, y'all, I never said I was new. I never said it, ever. Other people would say I was brand new in the industry and all. I never said it, because sometimes when you keep telling yourself you're new, it's like you're giving yourself a pass to not become an expert, right? I'm not new at business. I was not new at being successful. I've always been good at any and everything that I did. Granted, network marketing is totally different from anything I had ever done. But in my mind, I was not new. I just needed to figure out how to do what I needed to do to get where I wanted to be. And that's what you have to do. If you're saying you're not good at talking to people, start saying I'm great at talking to people. And your confidence will rise. A lot of times people are joining you because they like you anyway. They don't care how new you are. They don't care how many mistakes you've made. They want to partner with you. And if you are timid, if you are weak, if you act like you don't know what you're doing, if you act like you're an amateur, no one will partner with you. If you are bold in your pursuit, if you truly are strong and you have a very strong and powerful posture, people will follow you. That's a true leader. Before I even knew or understood what a compensation plan was, y'all, I had a strong posture. I remember telling people, either you're going to watch me make this money or you're going to join me and get paid with me, right? I had no idea what or how it would get done. I just knew that it would get done, right? And so I had a lot of people who were saying, I don't know if you know what you're talking about or not, but I just believe you because you're bold enough to say it. Some of you guys are afraid to affirm what you want in your future. Guys, affirmations are real. They are true. You have to speak life into yourself, into your business, into your actions, and the people around you need you to do that. Okay? Point blank and period. So if you really see yourself being a millionaire, say, I am a millionaire. You have to speak it right now. Then in your mind, you become a millionaire. Your actions will start to line up with you being a millionaire. Guess what? Then you will start attracting the people in the business and the revenue so that then you will be that millionaire. If you feel like you lack leadership, every day say, I am a leader. Right? Now, guess what? Now, your brain, like you can't trick the universe. Your brain also don't take jokes. So if you're telling yourself every day, I am a leader, guess what's going to happen? Your leadership skills will just come to you naturally. You will start to walk in that boldness. You will start to attract people who are ready to follow a leader. And you will learn along the way. You will begin to understand what it's needed to get to the next level. That has nothing to do with your sponsor or your upline, okay? Sometimes you're going to be connected to some people that y'all are just so different, okay? You're totally different, and differences are okay. People are holding grudges instead of forgiving and moving forward, right? In the corporate world, your boss is going to make you mad. Your coworkers are going to make you mad, but you can't quit your job tomorrow. It's so many people that in network marketing, their sponsors make them mad. Their downline makes them mad. Somebody that made them mad. And then they quit. And now, where's your additional income coming from? Y'all, don't be weak in your business. You have to be strong. You have to say those things that's going to protect your business as well. I always say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Y'all, that verse never said that the weapons won't form, right? They never said that this will be a cakewalk, that you will be able to walk this journey. You have to keep your faith and understand that why you are doing what you're doing. If I quit my business because of anything anyone else is doing, if I quit, I'm quitting on my children. I'm quitting on my husband. I'm quitting on my dreams. That has nothing to do with my sponsor or my upline, right? If you quit, who are you quitting on? Why are you joining? Why did you do the things that you said that you were going to do? If you quit, you're quitting on your children. You're quitting on being debt-free. You're quitting on your dreams, and you can't hold anyone else accountable. I always think about my oldest son, my fatherless older son. His dad has been absent from his life more than half of his life, right? And so there's a lot of women, single moms, who are bitter. I was a single mom for over 11 years, y'all. And get this, I was never bitter toward his daddy. Why? Because when we were together, it was all good. We had a baby and it wasn't that great, right? We went our separate ways. He went down a different path than I went on. I never spoke negative against him to my son. I never blamed him for things that I didn't have in my life. What I would have to do, I just had to do it for my son. And I didn't even file child support on him until my son was 9 years old, because my daddy said, you need to hold him responsible. Filing child support, how many of y'all know that don't mean that they're going to pay it, right? He did for a few months, and after that, it was done. But guess what? I continued to do what I had to do without blaming his dad, without being bitter toward his dad, without tearing his dad down. I invested in my son. Whatever he wanted to do, he got a chance to do. I paid thousands of dollars for him to go to summer camp. He wanted to play the trombone. He was in the band. He wanted to run track. He ran track. He wanted to play basketball. He played basketball. He wanted to play football. He played football. I paid thousands and thousands of dollars. I gave up happy hour. I gave up hanging out with friends. I invested not just money into my son, but also I invested time into my son. And I prayed to God, send a man that's going to be a father to my son. And I'm so grateful for all the coaches that my son had. I'm so grateful to my dad, to my brothers, to all the men that have really contributed to my son. I did not raise him alone. And then guess what? God sent the best husband that I could have ever prayed for, right? My husband and my son have an amazing relationship. They relate to each other on so many different levels. And because of that, you know, Ty got a $350,000 football scholarship, guys, to Rice University. He has always been an honor student. And on his own, he started asking questions about his dad. Still, I wasn't bitter. He got a chance to develop his own ideas or his own thoughts, his own things in his mind. And it broke my heart to find out, you know, later on that my son was heartbroken. I mean, he wanted to know why his dad didn't want to be a part of his life or why things happened. But guess what? He could never say, my mom talked about my dad. My mom talked against my dad. My mom gave up because my daddy wasn't around. Or I wish I would have had more of because, you know, if my dad was around. So I had to share that piece, that just being a little transparent with you guys about how I think and my mindset. So in your business, your sponsor is like your mom or your dad, right? And I have, you know, family members that have, you know, gone through life without a parent, without a mom who's been, you know, on drugs, and they had to be raised by grandparents or by aunts or uncles or in the foster care system. I have, you know, a family member that lost all of her children to the system, and her kids will grow up and know that their mom or their dad wasn't around. But how many times have you heard stories of successful people who went out and got it done anyway? They said, wow, I wish I would have had my parents, but I didn't. So I had to get out and do it anyway. How many of y'all have heard stories like that? So in your business, that's who you are. Your sponsor is your mom or dad, but they can't dictate your future. You can't hold a grudge. You can't be bitter. You can't hold them accountable. You got to get out and get it done. That message went way deeper, y'all, than I expected it to, but I really want some of you to get it. I really do, because a lot of people are reaching out to me and they're complaining about things, thinking that I've had it made, that it's always been super easy for me, that I didn't understand it. And y'all, I went through a lot of adversity, a lot of tests, a lot of trials, tribulations. I failed my way forward. I remembered there were times I was taking 20 steps forward and getting knocked back 30 steps, okay? And I would just keep on getting up and keep fighting and pushing and fighting and pushing and grinding and believing and speaking life and praying and meditating and forgiving and loving and repeat. Grind, pray, push. And the more, you get these tests and these trials, guys, you got to forgive. You got to let go. You got to keep moving forward. I promise you, your breakthrough is right there. If you feel like you're being squished, like the pressure is on, like someone is just punching you in your face, your breakthrough is right there. The enemy don't want you to get it. Sometimes that smoky mirror, that screen, that force that seems like it's pushing you back, people say, well, it's just a sign that I need to quit. I think that I just need to let go. I need to give up. Y'all, no, that's a sign that you got to keep fighting and pushing, because what you've been asking for and praying for is right there on the other side of that punch, that kick, that uncomfortable feeling, that gut check, right? It's right outside of that. If you're crying about it, that means it's time for you to go and get it. If you're upset, if you have these emotions, that don't mean quit. That means fight for it. If you truly want what you say you want and desire. So I got to get down off of this. I am just on another level right now mentally. There's so many people out there that have to keep trusting and believing and understanding that you do deserve those things that you want. That it is not crazy, right? My dream home is $1 million home, y'all. I am not crazy. It is mine, and I will have it. Period, right? There's people around me, they wouldn't understand it because they don't dream that big. They gave up on dreaming that big in the 5th grade. I remember in elementary school, you couldn't tell me nothing in my mind. I was quiet. I was a loner, y'all. I didn't talk a whole lot, but I would draw pictures of things. I would write in journals. My mom still have journals that I would write in as a 5th grader, as a 7th grader, as a 10th grader. And I remember she showed me a couple years ago, and I shared it on Facebook. In 12th grade, I had wrote that I would earn $10,000 in a month, that I would own my own business. Y'all, I have earned well over $10,000 in a month, just even in my oil and gas career. And I was like, wow, I remember, painting those pictures, visualizing, saying things that I would have, and so knowing that as an adult, people then start to think that, what was I thinking? I can't do those things. I can never have those things. I don't deserve those things. I just need to do what everyone else is doing. Put on a suit, update my resume, go interview, get a job, be miserable and unhappy, keep asking another man or woman for time off, keep asking another man or woman if it's okay for me to take my children to the doctor, keep asking for permission to eat lunch, keep asking and begging for a pay raise, keep being disappointed when they're telling me, no, I can't get that raise, even though I know that I deserve that raise. Guys, at some point, you have to understand that if you want more, you have to do more. And it's not going to look like what everyone else around you is doing. There's only 3% of the entire population that's bold enough to be different. That means 97% of the people that you are around will not understand your goals and your ambition. If you are a part of that 3%, you should feel weird. You should feel different. You should feel like you're an alien. Why? Because 97% of the people will work until they die. Period. 97% of the population will work until they die. If you understand that you will not be a part of that 97%, stop being disappointed by the 97%. Stop allowing them to put their negative views on you. That 97% are going to discourage you. They're going to call you crazy. They're not going to support you. So understand that and keep moving forward, guys. Period. I love y'all. There's nothing you can do about it. Have a phenomenal day.